It's 9:28. All right, verify the identity. Yeah. All right, number 26, the tangent of theta, cosecant of theta, cosine of theta is equal to 1.
They're all equal to 1? Or multiply together equal to 1?
Multiply together equal to 1. So, we leave the 1 over here. We don't touch him. Leave him be.
You want it?
Huh?
She says that it's a
Leave her alone. We want her to be by herself. Don't touch her.
That just made it sound bad.
They were judging because I said a him, so I said, okay, then it can be a her.
Don't touch her.
You know what it is? It's a letter. That's what it is.
It's a number actually.
Sometimes I say that and then
Leave it alone.
leave one by himself. By itself. Okay? Leave
It's not happy.
Why y'all giving us such a hard time, guys?
Okay. So, we want to rewrite things on the left to cancel things out, and in theory, we get a 1 when we're done. So, I can rewrite tangent as what?
Sine over cosine.
Sine of theta over cosine of theta. How can I rewrite cosecant?
Wait, I want to do it. I want to do it.
Do it.
Somebody else.
Cosine theta.
No.
1 over sine of theta.
1 over sine of theta.
The cheese balls.
It's opposite of
And then times cosine of theta. Now.
Wait. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Oh,
it makes 1. It cancels out. Wait,
Oh, let's see.
Is 1 equals 1?
Okay, so then now.
Sine cancels sine. Cosine cancels cosine. 1 is left. 1 equals 1.
Wow. Check mark.
Guys, don't act surprised. We needed that.
Can I tell you something?
Congratulations.
I think. Is this easier than the other thing?
Yes.
Because this seems
It's the same stuff.
Yes,
It seems easier because I know what the answer is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, extra pencil that I brought.
This is the first
Can I say something?
28. The sine of pi over 2 minus x times the tangent of x equals the sine of x.
Oh.
Hold up, I have to write it. It takes me a minute to write these.
So we are.
Okay, so again, sine of x stays by itself.
Man, now I made you feel unconscious.
Why are y'all so difficult?
Yeah.
But it's so.
Cosine of
Hold on, let everybody write the problem down.
Okay.
Hold on.
You want to show them one?
There's a sharp pencil right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I just need a pencil.
Okay, the first thing, the sine of pi over 2 minus x. What is that? What identity is that?
The cosine of it.
I ran out of pencils.
Okay, it's the cosine of x because it's a cofunction identity.
And then tangent is sine over cosine.
Tangent is sine over cosine.
And then it cancel out and give you sine.
Yes.
And now we cancel. So sine of x equals the sine of x. And we put a check mark to show that it worked.
See, I think it's easier because I know what it has to come out to be. So I can work my way there. So if I mess up, I know
No,
it's
because
wrong.
it might not always be right. It might be like no solution, right?
They're trying to verify. They're trying
No,
to
you're
make
trying to
it.
verify it. You're
Trying to make
get
them
equal
equal.
sign, yeah.
Oh!
Like an algebra problem, you gotta get A.
All right, 32 minus the cosine squared of theta is equal to 1 plus sine squared of theta.
We're gonna have to move stuff with this.
Oh, because it's a negative cosine.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nope, I don't know what to do.
I think we need to move the sign of second.
You move your two.
Remember, this side just stays by itself.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Is that one included? Like that whole side?
Yeah, the whole side
Did
stays.
you take a 2 out of it?
No, you gotta leave it.
This pencil.
I don't know.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to break this 2 up into 1 plus 1
Okay.
You can do that.
minus the cosine squared of theta. Now, what is 1 minus the cosine squared of theta?
Oh, hold on. I actually know this one. Like, I have to look.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Cosecant squared.
This
Sine squared.
right here?
Sine squared. So 1 plus sine squared of theta
Listen to me, guys.
equals 1 plus sine squared of theta.
My favorite.
And it works.
Wait. So, when I was doing the problem, I wrote 1 sine squared of 0, but I don't know where I got that from.
It's theta, not zero.
Yeah, I did that. So, did you get that from the Pythagorean theorem one?
Yes.
I have a question. So we broke up the 1 and the 1. What happened to the other 1?
What other one?
So it's 1 plus 1, right?
Well, it's because she broke
It's
2
because-
into 1 and 1.
Yeah, 'cause-
You already had a 1 on the right side. Yeah.
Thank you. Better now.
For the Pythagorean theorem identities, so one with sine and cosine, isn't it sine 2 theta plus cosine 2 theta equals 1?
Sine squared of theta plus cosine squared of
sorry,
theta.
I
Yeah.
did that.
Yes. So 1 minus one of those other things is equal to the other one.
I still
Just
like
moving
this
stuff
side.
over to make it equal.
Okay, Mr. Hart, are we ever gonna do anything with that left side?
Yeah, we always do stuff with the left side.
And at the right side?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Once you get to pre-cal, sometimes it'll tell you to do something to the right side, not the left, but right now we're doing everything on the left.
Okay.
All right, 32. Sine squared of negative x over tangent squared of x is equal to cosine squared of x.
Hold on. Nobody say anything until I copy down the problem. Thank you. Okay. So.
Hold on. Give everybody a chance to copy it down. I will tell you when we are starting.
Yeah, Brookie.
If you want somebody to wait for you, expect that other people want you to wait for them. All right, does everybody have it down? Yeah. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to deal with the top first. Okay? What happens with the negative?
Negative sine squared.
Yes, negative sine squared. Okay, the negative is going to come out. So negative sine squared of x over, how can I rewrite tangent squared? Sine squared of x over cosine squared of x.
I actually knew that part, guys.
And then you do the reciprocal, and then it is cosine squared x equals cosine squared.
I'm doing that because the negative is going to get squared with the sign, so
Miss Amber, were you screen recording this?
yeah.
Okay. I just didn't see the thing, so I'm making sure.
Okay, so really quick, yes. We do pull the negative out because of it being signed, but because it's being squared, the negative is going to go away. Okay, so just know that in a second when we do stuff, it's going to disappear. It's going to go bye-bye. Okay. All right, so then, Joelle, what did you say next?
I said cosine squared of x equals cosine squared of x.
Okay, yes, because we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that negative sign from the,
Joel was
Yeah.
talking about radicals.
Oh, that makes more sense.
No, I didn't. I said reciprocal.
okay.
You said square root.
Sine squared and sine squared cancel, leaving you with cosine squared of x equals cosine squared of x.
So whenever it's squared, if there's negative sign outside, it'll go away.
So the negative was inside. Okay, and with sign, the negative sign gets pulled out. But because the function is being squared, the negative's going to go away.
I'm not gonna get that for Brianna.
Alright, that's
But if it had just been, then it would have been equal to this. And the negative would have stayed.
Oh, because it's squared, it's on the inside. Okay.
Well, no, that's not why it's on the inside.
I don't get it.
The function told us it was on the inside to start with, but we have an identity that says that this is equal to this. Okay? If it had been, because the function was squared, really this is what we have. This is equal to that. It can be written either way. So that's why that negative sign is going away, because it was being squared to make it positive. Does that make sense?
Yes, that actually.
Okay. Any other questions about this one?
No.
All right, last one.
Oh man.
Sine of x over 1 minus the cosine of negative x equals the cosecant of x plus the cotangent of x.
We did this one by ourselves.
Sure.
Oh, they're both gonna be
Yeah, I wasn't writing back, but.
not fractions. I guess they are fractions for mine. Will these always end in cross multiplication?
No.
This makes, wait. No. I don't like this one.
Also, Miss Earhart, you should watch out for spiders landing on your head in this class. Happened to me yesterday.
Oh, that's exciting.
There's spiders up here? I don't like spiders.
I think it's supposed to be, no, this just does not make sense. We're dropping out.
No, we're almost done.
Yeah, I
with
won't
the
lie, I'm
year.
stuck now.
We're almost done with the year. Don't drop.
Well, you asked to do one that I would normally consider a challenge problem, so
Yeah.
Cook, you horrible person.
Just like do it together.
Oh my
right?
God.
yes, we're gonna just do it together.
Only thing I know that I did was that, oh.
This problem is gonna take up almost a whole page.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, it makes you guys, I got that part kind of, except I took the sign.
Bro, I literally made a phone call sheet and I'm not even, wait, what is wrong?
Okay, so to start with, okay, listen up. This is a hard problem. Okay, with cosine, when there's a negative x inside, the negative just goes away because it's an even function.
Oh. Oh yeah, I got that part.
Okay, but there's still a negative out front because it was a negative in the problem. So it's sine of x over 1 minus the cosine of x.
I made it that far.
Good job.
Okay, good. Well, the next thing you need to do is we're going to multiply by the conjugate.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no, I literally hate that.
1 plus the cosine of x over 1 plus the cosine of x.
Oh, now I know what that means.
Oh,
I have a question.
wait.
How did you know you had to do that?
Because there's a negative.
Because I'm not to where I want to be yet, and there's nothing I can do to make me where I want to be without doing this.
Okay.
Wait, don't you just, when you do the conjugate, don't you just switch the sign in the middle?
Yes. Basically, if you have something on the bottom that's got a negative in it, like a 1 minus and then something else, or any number minus something else, you're going to want to use a conjugate, unless that's what the right side looks like already.
Okay.
All right, so then don't put this stuff together on the top. Leave it separate. So sine of x. Hold on, I'm going to switch back to blue. Sine of x times 1 plus cosine of x. I would just rewrite it this way, but don't do anything else to it. Let's see, this bottom is a special type of factoring. What is it?
It's
Are you multiplying straight across?
Is it 1 plus cosine x squared?
It's just one.
Okay, you are.
Okay, you got a FOIL. 1, and then it's plus cosine x minus cosine x. That stuff goes away. Minus cosine squared of x.
How did you know it was a minus? I'm sorry.
It's still a minus because.
Because it was a special type we did a while ago.
So then, can you put sin over,
It was sin over anything.
Multiply by the reciprocal?
How can I rewrite the bottom?
Oh.
Isn't it
Hey, Brooke, it's negative.
sine squared?
Sine squared of x.
Why did you know that?
How did you know
Because
that?
it's a Pythagorean identity.
Yep.
Which one?
The first one, but switch.
Okay, see,
How do y'all know that?
Because it's an
Yeah,
identity.
but how do you know it's switched?
You just have to look at your identities and move stuff around.
Okay.
Now, because this is multiplying on the top, this is why I left it separate. Okay, because this is multiplying on the top, I can now cancel one of these. Okay, so this sign up here is going away, and this squared part of this is going away. So I now have 1 plus the cosine of x over the sine of x. But I'm still not back to what I want it to look like. So I can split it into 1 over the sine of x plus cosine of x over the sine of x.
How can you split it?
Wait, can you?
Because it's got a common denominator. I could not do it if the top. So like if this was reversed, I couldn't do it. But because it's this way with only one thing on the bottom, it's got a common denominator, I can split it.
The purpose gonna make us do this by ourselves.
What's cotangent?
Whoa.
She asked. All right, what's 1 over sine?
It's cosecant.
Cosecant of x,
And then cotangent.
cotangent of x is equal to cosecant of x, cotangent of x, or well, plus cotangent of x. And so we got from point A to point B.
Well, guys,
Can you write
I
like an
understand.
example of how? So
That makes one.
if you had like, I don't know. Basically, I just don't understand how you split it, even though there wasn't two. Like,
Because it's got to have a common denominator. If there had been 2 things on the bottom, I couldn't have done that. I could only do that because there was 1 thing on the bottom.
so if cosine and not cosine.
Like if this had been instead sine of x over 1 plus cosine of x, I could not have written it as sine of x plus sine of x over cosine of x. That's not true. Or, well, sine of x over 1. That is not true.
It has to be the bottom.
Yes.
But if cosine is on the bottom and sine is on the top, then you could write it like that.
Yes, as long as there's only 1 thing on the bottom. All right.
I think I just realized you like the color blue.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is my favorite color, but also it's just one of the easy colors to grab on my thing. Let's see.
Are we doing our homework? Like, are we doing-
I'm gonna try to give you one that you can, like, actually do.
Oh, and by the way, Ewoks are scary. So
Ewoks are not
that's
scary.
great. They're scary.
They aren't scary, they're Ewoks.
You heard about for mode where you have to be a stormtrooper.
Oh,
That's to
that.
get away from Ewoks at night.
Well, except for that,
That's ridiculously scary. They're like really small. They burst
It feels so good.
I remember one time, the stormtrooper. And we were running through the forest and then like we walked past the trap, but Jenny get him and back.
All right, let's see. All right, you're going to do the tangent of pi over 2 minus x times the cotangent of x is equal to the cosecant squared of x minus 1.
Oh wow.
So you need to be doing this one on your own paper.
One over the thing.
Everybody is participating.
Wait, this
Literally everybody is participating.
one makes sense.
I don't know.
Oh, like
I don't like when they use X.
We don't need calculators for this. Calculators are on the floor.
Alright, this one. I don't even think this will work when they
That's X, not theta.
I keep writing theta.
I need my phone.
I've been writing export theta when we do have theta in here, so.
right here.
I can see it.
No, I need it, woman. Look here. I don't know if
My fingers. I have a wound. Not oh well. Wait.
Yeah, I've been wounded.
Okay, well, I got far enough to understand.
Why do I keep
what
writing
that's
theta?
I don't know.
Yes. I think I understand.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
I
know
don't.
get to the same point I bet.
No.
I don't know, I'm supposed to write.
What?
Wait a minute.
Where's the minus 1 coming from?
Just there.
Ow. Son of a biscuit.
I don't.
Oh,
Maybe these.
I don't know what to do. I just need wrong.
She When solving. Never mind, never mind.
Oh! I really don't understand.
Look at every identity you know. Look at where you get on the left and see what do I need to do to make it look like the right with looking at your identities on your paper.
Oh, never mind. It just happens to do the same thing.
I
that
see
did
it,
before.
but I don't know how to put it in there.
I don't understand.
You gotta make the left look like the right.
I don't know where the one comes from.
Me neither.
I can do some of it.
Alright.
I wrote down the 40.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I
I
just,
got it! Oh, wait.
No.
Wait,
I
no,
got
wait.
That's not the answer.
Okay, what is the tangent of pi over 2 minus x?
Cotangent
Cotangent.
Cotangent of x
Yeah.
times the cotangent of x equals
I got
this
it.
stuff.
That's where I got it wrong.
I got it.
Alright, cotangent times cotangent is cotangent squared of x.
And then that
That's cool. That really gets
Cosecant squared of x minus 1.
Oh my gosh, that's what it was.
What? Wait, where does the one come from? Wait,
The identities. Pythagorean identities.
Because it
That's
could be written a different way.
I have a question.
why I said look at what you have on the left and see what you need to get the stuff on the right. Sometimes you can use the right and work backwards to get the stuff on the left. But you still don't touch the right side. Yes.
Oh, so
So for this problem, we're using for tangent that
course.
thing, we're using the construction identities. I don't know if I wrote it wrong, but mine says tangent like pi over 2 minus 0 equals tangent.
It's minus theta and it should be cotangent.
It says 1 plus
I get it
cotangent
now.
equals cosecant. So
I
if you
just lost,
do
but it's
cosecant
okay.
minus 1, it makes the answer.
Alright, so in addition to the problems that you already had, I'm adding on 25.
A separate tab for this.
Yes, I guess technically. Yes,
So
there's a
it's all
separate
this
tab.
due tomorrow, like all the work that's been basically in there.
So you're going to add a separate tab for these ones or no?
Yes. 25, 27, 29, and 31.
Can I ask you a question? I don't want to frustrate you, but can you take one of the Pythagorean